The sun rose gently over the small farming village. The air smelled of fresh hay, and the fields swayed with golden wheat. Ready for harvest, Farmer Amir stepped out of his small brick house, stretching his arms and smiling at the sight of his land. Farming had been in his family for generations, and every grain of wheat felt like a treasure to him. As Amir walked toward the far end of his field, his smile faded. Several stalks of wheat were crushed and broken. The soil was uneven, with deep hoof prints marking the ground. His heart sank. "My crop ruined," he muttered. Kneeling to inspect the damage, he immediately thought of only one possible culprit: his neighbor Hassan's cows. Hassan owned 3 brown cows that often grazed near the boundary. Amir's hands tightened into fists. "It must be them," he whispered angrily. Without waiting to investigate further, he marched toward Hassan's house. Hassan was sitting outside, sipping tea. Amir's voice was sharp. "Your cows trampled my wheat field. I want payment for the damage." Hassan looked surprised. "Amir, my cows were tied up last night. They didn't go near your land." "Don't lie to me," Amir snapped. "I saw the hoof marks. Who else could it be?" Hassan sighed. "I'm telling you the truth, Amir. My cows have not crossed the fence. You should check more carefully before blaming." But Amir refused to listen. His face flushed red with frustration. He turned on his heel and stormed off, muttering under his breath. That night, Amir tossed and turned in bed. He kept imagining the crushed wheat and the hoof prints. He felt wronged and angry, and the thought of losing part of his harvest made him even more upset. The next morning, Amir decided to keep watch over his field. He hid behind a small shed near the damaged area, determined to catch Hassan's cows in the act. The air was cool, and the wheat swayed gently in the morning breeze. After about an hour, Amir heard rustling. He peeked through the wheat and froze. A small group of wild deer emerged from the nearby forest. They moved quietly, nibbling on the wheat heads and stepping on the stalks. Amir's jaw dropped. These were the real culprits. As the deer hopped away into the forest, Amir felt a wave of shame wash over him. His mind replayed the scene from yesterday. His harsh words to Hassan, his stubborn refusal to listen. He realized he had been wrong. That afternoon, Amir walked slowly toward Hassan's house. Hassan was again sitting outside, repairing a wooden cart. Amir cleared his throat. "Hassan, I owe you an apology. I saw wild deer in my field this morning. They were the ones who damaged the wheat." Hassan looked up and smiled warmly. "I told you my cows were innocent," he said gently, "but thank you for coming to tell me. That means a lot." Amir scratched his head. "I spoke to you with anger and without proof. I shouldn't have done that." Hassan stood, patted Amir's shoulder, and said, "We all make mistakes. Come, let's think of a way to keep those deer out." That evening, the 2 neighbors worked side by side, gathering wooden posts and wire. Hassan brought tools, and Amir brought fresh tea. They laughed, shared stories, and built a strong fence along the vulnerable edge of the field. When they finished, the sun was setting, painting the sky orange and pink. Amir looked at the sturdy fence and smiled. "Not only will this keep the deer away, but it's also brought us closer as friends." Hassan nodded. "Sometimes trouble brings good if we handle it right."